I just got out of the shower, yeah? I spilled shampoo in my eye.
It really, really hurts.
Let's take some calls from the request line. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, the fucking eye. So I got shampoo in my left eye, and that wasn't on purpose. Bro, I can't fucking see. Today we're back, and today is a good one, actually. We're here with the 918 Spyder. One of my favorite out of the three hypercars, being the LaFerrari, the P1, and this. It's three. Today we're going to customize it. We're also going to take it round the test track Rare Bear, put it on our lap times board, which I can now tell you is called Gary. You guys picked the name in the last episode. It's now called Gary, so we're going to refer to the lap board time as Gary now. Confuse all the people that aren't subscribed. So if you don't want to be confused, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. I also want to do this at the start of the video because I never ever do this. Follow me on my Twitter. Like, I'm so active on my Twitter. If you own a Twitter account, there's absolutely no reason you shouldn't be following me over there. If you follow me with a screenshot of you with the bell, I will send you a secret about me. Now, this car has a lot of body options, but if you've watched any of my previous customization videos, you'll know that I don't really like to do a lot to the supercars. They already look super. So we're going to quickly just skim through all of these. I've mentioned this in previous customization videos. They're all, oh my God, look at that. That makes me feel sick. They look so over the top and just so unnecessary. I just want little lips. I just want little lips and little gibbs. Again, wing mirrors. They just look like they're stuff off a spaceship, or like there's just loads of holes in it, or it's like trying to be a Rocket Bunny Liberty Walk kit, but it's not quite that. It's just a little bit weird. All stuff that came across from Payback. The only thing which I actually liked when I looked around this before I started was this, because it actually makes it a little bit less exaggerated, which is kind of what I want. I remember looking through the spoilers. So you had the drag one, the normal drag one, which isn't carbon. You had this one, which I don't think, it doesn't look finished for some reason, because there's still like a piece on the end. If I go right again now, you'll see that's what I think it's supposed to look like, but they kind of just forgot to finish it. You've then got drag carbon, and then you've got a big wing and another huge wing. Not all of us are 5-year-olds, Ghost Games. And the trunk lid, this is actually pretty cool. A bit of the Crew 2 vibes with all the carbon and stuff, but that's pretty cool. I might actually go ahead and add that. I think that adds a little bit of a tint to the car. Cool thing about this car is the exhaust obviously on the top, so if we go through all the exhaust options, you can change that. I do like how the black kind of mixes in with the black carbon, so we're going to go ahead and add that. Now, without a doubt, my favorite option for this car is this. The roof. Oh my God, you can get rid of the roof on this car. Look at it. Like, now, I know a lot of people don't realize that this is a 918 Spyder. I don't see anyone rocking that. You can take the roof off in this car. It's fucking cool. We're going to go ahead and add that. And we're also going to change the rims. So now this car does have a big offset problem, as you can tell. Even if we add the stretch tires, which helps it a little bit, doesn't really make it any better. If we go around to the back here, you can see it brings it out like a tad. Like, you're not actually going to be able to tell that brings it out an awful lot, but it does do it a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and apply it. If we then lower the car, it kind of just makes the problem a little bit worse. So we're actually going to like just leave it around there. I don't want to make the problem any worse. Nor am I going to add bags. I usually add bags to a lot of my car. I just think that looks a bit weird. It looks pretty cool at the front, but the rear isn't low enough, so we're just going to leave that. The festive underglow is here. Look, you can see the jingle bells. We can see fireworks. We're going to look at some of the new things that have been added to this patch today as well throughout this video, so don't feel like you're missing out. I also want to say, if you want to watch the Kaisel Polestar cover car video that I made a few weeks ago, because I modded the game, up here there'll be a card. You can go ahead and watch it. Right, as for colors, I don't really know what I want to do. This car looks nice in pretty much anything. There's a blue there. Looks nice in grey, looks nice in red, looks nice in fucking purple. I also looked through the community wraps like before I started today's video, and I found, where has it gone? Shout out to any of my historians that know what this is. It's a very, very famous car. I think that looks a bit odd with how we've made the car, because we've kind of kept it a little bit stock. So what we're actually going to do is we're just going to paint it. And you know what? I'm actually a little bit disappointed about how it pulls on the normal engine. I'm probably going to have to engine swap this. It just doesn't pull very well. It does have the active aero though. That's pretty cool. Is it going to go down now if I brake enough? That is freaking cool. Also new to this update, if we go over here, we can see the quick nav live tuning and message settings. Quick nav is completely new, so if we wanted to reroute to that garage, even though it gives us a really weird route, we can do. They've kind of just cleaned up the animations and how it looks and stuff. The live tuning's already been all sorted, but it's really cool actually how it looks. It kind of reminds me a lot of 2015 in a lot of ways actually. Clearly wasn't finished in the last kind of build we played before this patch went out, because that looks so much cleaner. That is freaking cool. Spitting flams. Right then, so if we go over to the performance customization, we can see that there is a few of the options available. There's a few here. So we've got V8 hybrid, flat 6, V10, V8, V8, V8 hybrid. Now it would really help if I actually knew what some of these were. I'm pretty sure one of them is the Viper engine. I have no clue what this V8 is. I just don't know. I really don't know. Because that V8 hybrid is different to the one we already have in here. Right, we're going to go ahead and put that flat 6 in. Whether I can actually afford the parts with it, we'll find out in about 5 minutes. Now, I made a video the other day talking about how track suspension actually isn't the best setup to have on your car. You want to go ahead and use like road tires and stuff. But because all the cars in this list have this setup on, we're not going to change that now just because, you know, we found a better method of getting these times. So with that being said, we're going to add all track parts, including the suspension, tires, and diff, just to keep things fair. Wow. The car doesn't even get to 400 plus on the flat 6. So I just wasted all that money now. Oh. Right then, so it actually does get to 400 plus on the stock engine. We're also going to get rid of the NOS here. Whether it's much faster, I guess we'll go ahead and go into the open world and find out. I find it mad that the 918 can't reach 400 plus even with a flat 6 in. That doesn't make any sense to me. It's definitely faster. Whether it goes up the gears the same as a Huayra BC or something, I'm not so sure. Like, you can actually go around a corner and not slide. I think that is where the time's going to be made up on this car. But that's enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and go to Rare Bear, get it on the lap times board. I need to start calling it Gary. It's called Gary. It has feelings. My eye still hurts from the shampoo. Now, if I was a betting man, I'd say 5th is what I'm going to say. Yeah, around the 4 GT. That's like fair enough to say, I think. Maybe around the NA, MX-5. It's going to be around mid-table, I think. I don't think it's going to be quite at the top of an RSR. That is the... And I love it when it clips me! Oh! I should give each car like a clipping level, because different cars definitely have like... why are you in my way, man? I should give each car like a clipping level, because each car genuinely, like, they clip differently. It's hard to explain. I really hope this isn't a car that clips badly. Now, same rules apply. If I mess up, I restart. And also, no NOS, as you can see from the fact that we have no NOS. George Bush hates black people. This isn't my favorite car out of the kind of trio of hypercars that came out around this time. Obviously, it's this, the LaFerrari, the P1. I think if someone was like, I'm gonna give you the keys to my brand new car, I'd probably pick the P1 out of all of them, if you want to be honest, which is quite weird, because I actually do like Porsches. I've got a thing for the Singer 911s, if you know what those are and you've been following the channel. Fast. Go around the corners fast. Let me make you feel old for a second. This car came out around the same time that this console generation started, and now it's coming to a close. This car is now getting old. Like, that's a bit crazy to think that the LaFerrari P1 and 918 are now all old cars. Makes me feel even older when I think about cars like the SLR and the Enzo. Like, those are cars that I grew up with, which are now ancient.
This made me feel like an old man.
This is looking to be a relatively clean lap. I might give it another go depending on what time it gets, because it's feeling awfully slow, but sometimes those laps tend to actually be the fastest, like, depending. Yeah, we're definitely going to give this another go, see if it can beat this time, because it feels awfully slow. It doesn't feel like it's R32 levels of slow at all. Yeah, we're going to restart that. We got a 306 then. Let's get sweaty. I'm sweating now. Like, this is me. I've actually got a funny feeling this car, it actually might be that bad. Like, we're coming in through this lap and this isn't fast. You know what? It actually, in fact, it still feels really, really sluggish. For one of the most expensive cars in the game, a little bit disappointing, but again, I guess it makes sense, to be fair. Right, so we're coming in to the second lap with a barrier in my way. Love to see it. Maybe with a different engine, it might have different performance characteristics. With the stock engine, like we're coming across the line again in the 106. I don't think I could have done much better there, like really. Second lap, 207. So to get like a 253, it's going to need to pull something out of its ass right now. And I'm telling you right now, it's not going to do it. I kind of want it to be like as good as an FXXK at least. Like, it's a bit disappointing that the 918, like, it's so low, or it's going to end up being so low on the leaderboard. I've managed to save that somehow. What the hell? Right, so we are coming up to the last few sections here. 918 is already been beaten by the RSR at this point. The RSR did a 253. Where is it going to end up, though? That is the big question. AI, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Oh, I made it. I made it. And it's going to land on a 307. Oh, the worst car we've driven so far. That's worse than my R32. 918 is really shockingly weird. I don't know what I titled this video. I wasn't expecting that, if you want me to be honest. That means that the RSR does get the dunce hat and goes at the bottom of Gary. Well, 918, you were shit. Not as good as I thought you were going to be. A lot of people saying this car's fast and agile. I can confirm it's not fast. It is still agile, but it's not fast. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what car you want to see next with the poll up here. I'm going to narrow it down to 3 choices, put 3 choices there. So let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay safe and peace.